Our conversations are like singing. Few words are needed between us because we understand everything. We see everything clearly. We know each other's minds and hearts. The few words we speak are lilting and lovely. These words add to the music of the birds and the other sounds of nature. Can you hear the sweet sounds in the minds of others, like a song? Can you feel the simple song of a lovely thought as it forms in your mind to be shared with love? In the sweet conversation of minds, consider the happiness of conversing this way. Sweet, silent, mind to mind with love.
वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
खुशनसीबियों और सदा खुशी की खुराक खाते और खिलाते, साथ साथ सदा खुशी के झूले में झूलते रहते, औरों को भी खुशी का महादान दे, खुश नसीब बनाते। ऐसी अमूल्य जीवन, हीरे तुल्य जीवन बना ली व बना रहे हो, बन गई, यहाँ भी बननी है। क्या कहेंगे, बन गई कि बननी है? जवाब दो। गई, बन गई, बन गई है। पीछे वाले क्या समझते हैं? फिर अपने स्थानों पर जाके ये तो नहीं कहेंगे बन रही है, बन गई। ब्रह्मांड जीवन का अर्थ ही है खुशी में रहना, खुशी की खुराक खाना और खुशी के झूले में रहना। ऐसे ब्रह्मांड होना सिवाय खुशी के और जीवन ही क्या है? जीवन ही खुशी है। खुशी नहीं तो ब्रह्मांड जीवन नहीं। खुश रहना ही जीना है। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Awake signals. In order to pass in the final test, increase the power to discern. The method to be a destroyer of obstacles on the godly, means spiritual path, is to discern Maya, and after discerning, to decide because Maya comes in a raw godly form in front of children who are on the spiritual path. In order to discern her, increase your concentration. That is the power of silence. The power of silence brings you cries of victory from cries of distress. The power of silence will constantly garland you with garlands of success. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's date 20. Creating heaven inside ourselves. One world, one religion, an expression of our wholeness. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Are you all well? Yes, let me see hands. Yeah. I know that amazingly, everyone, since I've seen you all in a Vyakti Parivar, everyone keeps well. It's Baba's blessings, right? Once we are regular for something, it needs constant courage, determination, enthusiasm. So Baba has to bless such souls, right? That's why it's 2.5 years, right? Every evening I see you. You all are very well. Yeah. It's such a interesting and amazing topic of creating heaven within. And I think you all must have started experiencing some kind of like different vibrations in your inner space, because there are surroundings which are physical, but then there are internally surroundings where you feel very high vibrations of love, of peace. But a lot of my thoughts had been on connecting the concentration and power to discern. And Baba uses word concentration also as inner silence. So I had been contemplating, but also today when I was sitting and I found that concentration, silence, and then, as Baba says, power to discern will emerge. But I can definitely feel the connection of concentration creates silence. And when there is silence, there is concentration, right? This Baba had been saying almost in every Avyakti signal. And it's really when you want to experience, and then when Baba said, until end, there will be, could be possibility of royal form of Maya. What that could be, we can't even imagine, but we have to prepare ourselves so that instantly I know that yes, it's royal form of Maya. And Baba had been saying so many beautiful things, that if you are full, there won't be any wasteful thoughts. And so that means if there are wasteful thoughts, we immediately will know there is something empty, there is something kind of vacuum inside. So you reflect more on it, increase our silence, concentration, and power to discern will increase. And actually it should be instant, right? Like some souls, they discuss certain things because they're not able to discern, right? But if you discern very clearly, whether it's your own part, whether it's someone's sanskar, but power to discern is very important. So that's really the main practice for the day. We take it. And then this silence, this concentration makes you so gently kind of in the presence of Baba. I won't say connection because is the presence of Baba. And and also then because of our heavenly surroundings, so the soul, God, and the nature in its wholeness. We know that in golden age, Baba won't be with us. But now becoming like Baba, all the deities, they are called, sometimes even people call them gods and goddesses. I always say my last name is God, or the first name, godly child, godly student, following godly principles, godly life. So this wholeness we are talking about, I know Brother Ken, I can see you there. You had this question of that when baby is born in golden age, it's not an individual, one of the entity, but it's a part of wholeness, a part of whole. And that's what actually it is, because when there is one religion, one culture, one thinking, everything is kind of similar. So when it is similar, that's why when we see Sri Krishna and gopis doing ras, sometimes they all look alike, right? Because everyone's features are pure, divine, beautiful. So you don't see much difference. Even there will be definitely slight difference. So this whole thing of wholeness is very good to contemplate, to churn on. And I was sitting and trying to experience what is that wholeness is about. So if that means there is even little bit of any elements, anything around us which is not similar. So there are two things. One is either I will have impact of that on me, or I should have enough that power that I can impact and bring that transformation. And I think we can do that, right? Because I know that even just have the thoughts of I'm a peaceful soul has a big impact on anyone who is not peaceful, is disturbed. Once we had a gathering and there was must be a child, 8 years old, and he didn't know where his mother is taking. So when he arrived in this gathering, he was kind of upset and kept like showing anger that why you brought me here silently, because it was his place of silence. So I just thought that mother will be distracted. So through my saying Om Shanti and sending those thoughts to that child. And after a little while, he settled down. Many situations we come across where we find that there is not enough peaceful atmosphere, then we are able to create that and have that impact. So more we experiment with seeing that how my inner silence and peace can create that impact on others. Because then what will start happening, that's inner power with determination and this deep experience of I'm not divided, I'm not in conflict. There is no inner, even conversation, forget about argument, but mind and intellect both are in total harmony. And there is deep acceptance of every moment, whatever is happening in drama, whatever is everyone's part is playing part. So why should I have any thoughts? Why should I waste my thoughts? So it's very subtle. So this inner harmony between our own mind, intellect, and sanskars, all three together, just imagine. That is what the soul is, right? Soul is mind, intellect, sanskar. But now intellect goes somewhere else, mind somewhere else. Sanskar is trying to play in its own way. So one of the important personality, expression of personality in the golden age, this wholeness or harmonious being. And then the presence of Baba. We won't say presence of Baba in golden age, but there is this presence because there is wisdom, there is love, there is harmony, there is abundance, there is all the qualities of God are present there. So that kind of presence is there. And then every element, every animal, everything, birds, as you heard, you hear their music and you can see eye to eye with anyone in a very natural way. So think about and try to spend the day whenever you have few minutes, 10 minutes, especially long time in Amrit Vela. Create this wholeness, this harmonious personality. Because sometimes even some people talk, you can see internally there is some kind of conflict is there. Conflict not in a way of negative, but not clear. I'm not sure what I should do. Most of the people start with that. You should be sure, right? What you want, your thoughts, your words, everything. So gain more concentration, try more of silence, and bring this personality of wholeness. And I'm sure your concentration will increase, your silence will be more natural, not forcing yourself not to think, but very sweet silence will be experienced by each one of us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Everything's okay. I'm not seeing you.
Om Shanti, brothers. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om
Wow.
Shanti.
Yeah, I was loving what you were just saying now about the naturalness and the wholeness that we experience in the golden age. And of course, it's all connected. Naturalness, wholeness, and unity. And so there we are naturally soul conscious without knowing the soul. And I also think there's a natural awareness of the play of the souls and matter and time without the knowledge of what matter and time really are. Because as the cycle goes on, and Baba said today that we have to see the wonder of the whole cycle, human beings started to divide everything, to reduce everything. They tried to understand the nature of things by reducing it to its smallest units, what's inside the atom, what's inside the earth, what's inside space. And of course, they couldn't find the answer because it's one whole play. It's one whole thing. And as you were saying, that the mind and the intellect and the sanskars are integrated, I guess that's a very good word for unity also. If you want to put harmony and wholeness and unity together, you have the word integrated. Baba asked in the Avyak Moli yesterday, what is there in life apart from happiness? So I remember a Borg message that you gave in São Paulo, you brought in São Paulo many years ago, in which Baba said, there's a lot of people who would like to send to the center, but you are just a few and you still haven't got unity. When you get unity, I'll send people along. More or less, that was the message. And how can, the tendency to separate ourselves out is a sort of protection, that how can we really come together now so that we are so natural together in the golden age that we don't know the difference. What are the things that we do to really, by the power of discerning, we can be fooled by Maya or fooled in ourselves or in others? How do we go beyond all of that so that we can really create unity together?
What I found that during regional teachers meeting and even now in USA teachers meeting, some souls before would want to avoid and they have reason not to come. And someone said, oh, I don't want to travel because of COVID. And now they're talking about monkeypox and, monkey. So, but then suddenly I saw him. I said, well, how come you are here? Oh, I was pulled to come. So there were a few others like that. So I think what is happening that as there are two things. One is my closeness to Baba, and also kind of internally, just have love for everyone, good feelings for everyone. It's like you are clearing, if there is any obstacles, they can be cleared. So what I found that a lot of harmony, and also what we try to do is expression, let people express if they're not happy because of this, or they, have some hurt from whatever in the past happened, or some felt, oh, they could have got more, they're not getting enough. So we let everyone talk about their sorrows and their differences, but then it was creating like that harmony. So for me, what effort, I remember once Baba told me, as much you come close to Baba and your stage of perfection, others will naturally come close to you. You won't will have to seek love or anything, but everyone will love you. So love is coming from my love with Baba and my stage of perfection. So if each one of us as instrument keep that aim, that there is a big class of students or a team together, let me stay close to Baba and every moment think about getting better, improve, that is moving to a stage of perfection. These are two, they look very incognito, but they are
It's so
very,
good.
very effective. And I think that's how I see it now, because as I had been telling them that I might have to do more in India. So I want to see everyone working. So we created this NTC group and divided into spirituality, and then we have administration, then we have service in general, and everyone, lot of enthusiasm. And I feel very happy because once we had discussion among some of us that there are some of the rulers, like when we think about our Queen of England, now Charles is also becoming old, right? So I don't know if he will ever become king. So some sisters were saying, I like to see in front of me to give them everything and want to see that how they doing it. And there are some, they hold everything. And then what happens, there is no one, no legacy there. There is no one who can take care of whatever we have created. And I always ask this question, even in Madhuban, who is next to you? So I think that internally, our moving forward help others to move forward, and differences somewhere disappears. That's what I noticed during these few days. Everyone went so full, so happy, and felt united, and nobody felt any kind of, there's nothing like East West coast or Midwest, or because quite a big country, but it was very much together. So close to Baba and close to your stage of perfection.
And certainly the Aviat party of our program has helped with that, because our relationships in the golden age are not based on any karmic account. It's the Iron Age is formed, but it's based on how close we are in terms of our sanskars. And speaking about kings, Baba said today in the Murli that in order to become a king, we have to create subjects here. What does that actually mean? I mean, I don't think many of us are thinking about having subjects because we have to be humble and so on. But how do we recognize the difference between someone who's going to become a devotee soul to us and someone who would be a subject? If Baba wants us to create subjects, we have to serve them and introduce them to Baba. But what is the recognition that they have in their hearts that would make them into a subject or to a devotee soul? I've always been curious about that.
Yeah, Baba do use word king and subjects, but then also Baba says that in Golden Age you are like family. You know, the subjects are like family of king and queen, and that feeling will be more like king and queen. They are like parents, you know. So I always keep that thought because even now, if you look at someone as a subject, that
You
person
can't.
will go far from you. So
You
whether
can't do it.
my feeling is that anyone who is Baba's child, of course those who are not even Baba's children, if we look at them with that respect and love, then their faith increases, their self-trust increases, they come more closer to us and also to Baba. But I think that Baba has to explain about status sometimes, you know. So when he explained the status, like when he says, some you will become mates, I don't necessarily use that word lot because I always say, no, what Baba wants us to serve, not take the burden, because there are some really they just keep taking, taking. But I always say, what about equally you have to give, if not more, no?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really think much about subjects and mates, but I definitely know that if more you serve, larger numbers will have respect for you, and you can call it subjects or whatever. But I noticed when I went to India and I had to offer bhog for Dadi Gulzar, then Dadi Janki. So there were 25,000 people there, Baba's children, for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And it was so full that you can hardly, even the car, but there was so much feelings of bhavna and love. You know, people just want to take drishti, people just want just to wave hand to them. And so there is so much love, but I don't see them as subjects, but I saw them as one family, you know, there is so much bhavna, there is love. Even the food which was cooked was so much variety. Everyone was given the box of toli. You know, it was so lovely, 25,000, right? And yesterday we had Nirar Bhai here because of Father's Day, we invited him. And, you know, like surprisingly, that love and closeness wherever we are is so much that we will be like one big family there.
I think we just have to serve, as you say, to serve from the heart. We're not concerned about anything else. And as Baba's instrument, we just do things in a humble way. And really that's how we create heaven within ourselves.
Right.
We approach our golden age sanskars, and that brings the golden age. So does the golden age attract me, or does our stage attract the golden age? Probably a bit of both, isn't it?
Both, yeah, definitely. Because, yeah, now because from this world of sorrow, we definitely have complete disinterest, distaste even, right? And
Yeah.
after COVID, when we didn't go out much, when you come out, you feel like you are a stranger. Everyone, like you don't connect with the world. And like Baba said yesterday, when you will look through the eye of knowledge, that means I look at everyone as soul, I look at everyone as the eye of knowledge. And also if there is, like in beginning when we came, We always used to say Mukti and Jivan Mukti, Mukti Dvanai Jivan. So a time will come we won't even see this world, right? And when we won't see, then people will know the path of Mukti through us too, right? So I think that time has come now where we will feel very close to home and also close to our own kingdom, very close.
Yeah, we can see the tops of the trees, Baba says.
Yeah.
Anyway, Didi, Om Shanti. So see you tomorrow, and we now have our homework for tomorrow. So, creating heaven inside ourselves, one world, one religion, an expression of our wholeness. Today I practice the Golden Age Sanskar of enjoying my highest vitality by living in unity with everything. So, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Brother Ken and Didi. It feels like we every day talk about Golden Age. We feel more and more close to Golden Age. Thank you. So, Vikti Parivar, let's see the Golden Age of Confluence Age. So, let's travel. Welcome to Vikti Journey, Madhuban, the forest of honey where heaven begins.
कल्याण रूप शिव संकल्पों का, कल्याण रूप शिव संकल्पों का मूर्त रूप है ज्ञान सरोवर, ज्ञान सरोवर।
Yes, we will be there tomorrow. Every day we are enjoying our flight. Thank you, pilots and air hostess. We are getting a good hospitality. So every day, what Toli you are giving, that also if you mention would be good. Thank you. So tomorrow is our Tuesday, and we will be having our Awake Murray revision from 5 to 6 p.m. and rest of the schedule will remain same.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.